Unfiltered Soccer with Landon and Tim, presented by Volkswagen. Volkswagen has long been a supporter of soccer in America and has proudly been a partner of U.S. Soccer for over 5 years.
Welcome into another episode of Unfiltered Soccer. He's Landon Donovan. I'm Tim Howard. We are presented by Volkswagen. It's so good to see you. I love working together. Great energy. How you been? You're all over the place. I mean, I'm all over the place, but you're all over the place.
All over the place.
When I last saw you, and we had a live show in LA, which is amazing. We'll get to.
When was that, by the way?
I don't know. 8 weeks ago.
A year ago.
You then traveled to Houston.
Yep.
To call the German demolition.
Yep.
And then what happened?
And then New York. Now I've been here.
Yep.
Doing lots of appearances and stuff, and then did France, Senegal yesterday.
Incredible. So
Awesome.
walk us through your travel situation from Houston to New York. It wasn't straightforward.
I don't want to get into this again.
It was
It was a disaster.
It was a long travel day.
We went like 3-hour delay in the airport to start. They diverted us to DC, landed, got off the plane, got back on the plane, then had to get off the plane because the pilot timed out, whatever. This is at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oof.
Then we decided we had to get to New York because we're calling the game.
Yeah.
Took a 5-hour Uber from DC up to New
No, you
York
didn't.
At 3 a.m.
5 hours.
3 a.m.
Here's the thing. What I would say to you is, in all of the things that we do when we travel, when I start to get, if it's not a red eye and we're starting to get to the midnight hour,
Dude,
I'm assuming the pilots are clocking out.
You know what? It was a good learning for me because at the first time we got off the plane, I was like, should we just get in an Uber? And I'm like, no, we'll wait. So we wait. 2 hours later, get on the plane. And then literally we were like a minute late. And he's like, sorry, I can't go.
Totally.
And so we get off the plane and now we're
I'm sort of in favor of tired pilots going home.
I agree. I mean, I was mad at the moment, but I'm like, but it was 1 minute. Like he was ready to go.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't. And I was like, Jesus.
Ask me about my shirt.
I was just going, I got a lot of crap for supporting Mexico.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing an England shirt?
Because all of my English friends tell me it's coming home. They say it's coming home.
Not coming home.
But my son, shout out to Jacob Howard, was born in England. So I've got a lot.
He's actually English.
Yeah, I've got a lot of love for England. And I have a lot of love for World Cup kits. There's 3.
It's a nice kit.
Yeah, I've got a bunch, and there's 3, and you'll see a bunch of them that I'm waiting for. Norway might be the best one.
Everyone's like Norway's.
Norway,
so nice.
the red with the blue bit on it. The Korean one, dope. It's got like a tiger or some sort of cat on it, and the Brazil Jumpman jersey. So they instead of the Nike sign, they have the Jordan.
I know, it's pretty.
It's
sick.
class.
What?
Also, okay, so ask me where I went to dinner the other night.
Where'd you go to dinner?
Polo Bar, New York. Probably the best place to go in New York. Mike Brown.
Oh, let's go Knicks.
Walks down Knicks and 5.
This place is wild, by the way, right?
Walks down the stairs, and if you've been to Polo Bar, you sort of know the atmosphere. Everyone's up, everyone's applauding. It was like, it's crazy. And then the parade, I think, is going to be here in
tomorrow.
A couple days.
Dude, these guys are now literally they're heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, forever.
Won't pay for it.
The whole Madison Square Garden Knicks thing is wild, and watching it, I don't care who won, but I'm actually genuinely happy for New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Like that, it's been amazing.
It's gonna be wild.
All right, guys, welcome in. Follow us on social media at Unfiltered Soccer. Subscribe to the show, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you get your pods. You can email Jordan feedback at Unfiltered Soccer. We had an amazing LA show. Hundreds of people there. It was so fun. We are going to Dallas Monday, July 13th, day before the first semi. And then we'll be in New York on Saturday, July 18th, day before the final. All right, Timmy.
Talk to me.
Previewing now U.S. Australia. So a lot people are starting to realize what this game now means.
Sure.
Because Australia beat Turkey, which was an upset.
Yeah.
There are scenarios now, and this is, I mean, if we were to lose to Australia, and Paraguay
doesn't get a result,
does not get a result against Turkey,
draw or loss,
Australia would win the group. Okay, I just want that to set in for people right now. Australia would win the group, so we could still advance, whatever. But all of a sudden, these grand-made plans of how we get to where and who we play, and we're first place and we play a third place, that would be out the window. So this game now has become the game.
Yeah.
And we kind of thought maybe it was going to be the Turkey game that would decide. this is now becoming the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, this is sort of why you can't get, and we will always get ahead of ourselves, but this is why you can't get ahead of yourself in the World Cup, because the craziest, dumbest results happen and you just don't know why or when they're going to happen. And when they do, then everything flips on its head. And that will happen after this game. And what result? Look, ultimately, you know, I'm heading out tonight. I'm heading out to Seattle for the game, and I still, you know, I stand by it, LD. I still think we're going to win the game. I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna win the group, and I truly believe we're gonna win 3 games in this group. Now, there are scenarios, and you and I just talked about it before the show, where if the U.S. win this game, they can clinch first place. Correct?
They can if, and then the other one, I think it's if Turkey don't win or lose, or don't win the game.
Right. So
there is a scenario we could. I think it's less like, because I think Turkey beat Paraguay.
Sure. But again,
we could.
If that happens, then I say, not sure, because I think we'll down tools and rest everybody against Turkey if we're already clinched first.
Yeah.
And then that game could go, because they'll need a performance.
They'll need something. Yeah.
They'll need something. Yeah. So that in that case, maybe they don't win 3 games. But if the U.S. are in a situation where they must win 3 games, I think they win 3 games. That's my personal. Okay.
I think we're the best team in the group. Yep. Having watched just objectively having watched the games, but Australia are going to be, they're going to be up for it. And
for sure.
The reason we know, Paul Kennedy put out a great tweet from Soccer America about the situation, the rules, and it's because the first tiebreaker is now head-to-head, not goal differential. Right. So if Australia were to beat us, they would have already beaten Turkey. There's no way they can finish below 6 points, obviously, and they have beaten the other 2 teams who are
right. So even if we get 6 points, got it.
So anyway, thoughts on, and this will get into Christian. Do you change anything from the lineup? I mean, I can't imagine a scenario where we change anything from the starting lineup.
Well, I said this in the live show. Who's kicking Christian Pulisic? Like
in training?
And who's kicking? Like I want an inquiry about who's kicking him in training.
We need an investigation.
Can we? Yeah, I think it'll be the same. We don't know. I think everyone else came through the game pretty good.
Everyone was fine, yeah.
But you've been saying this all along with the expanded tournament and the week in between games instead of like the 4 days.
Right.
There's
no need to rest.
No, guys, you go again. These guys are like conditioned. Their bodies are conditioned to play every couple days. So I think you rule out. I think you rule out the same.
Yeah.
And unless Christian isn't fit to play. But Pochettino was asked how Christian's doing. He said, "Good." That's it. No elaboration. So he's good.
But Tyler got asked.
Yeah.
I saw the clip yesterday, and he said, "Come on, guys, relax. Christian will be fine."
Sure.
Now, importantly, he didn't say he's going to play. Yeah, he said he'll be fine, which he will be fine. But he has not trained with the team yet. Does he need to train with the team before the game? No.
No chance.
I mean, if he doesn't need to train, I say don't train. Let him do his thing and whatever. He's fine. He's fit.
What's there to train? You know what he looks like? You know what his number is passing the ball. But you and I have had injuries in the World Cup. I'll talk about mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I got kicked in 2010 in the England game. Big Emil Heskey comes sliding into me, studs across my ribs. You guys all took the piss out of me, but it was in a lot of pain. But the thing was, LD, I was never not playing. I basically looked at the doctors and I was like, just give me whatever injections in your bag, but like just get me on the field.
Anything you got in there, just give me.
And I didn't have to train, by the way.
I don't know if I've ever told this story publicly. In the Algeria game, there's a moment where I remember it vividly. It wouldn't have happened as much to you as a goalkeeper, if ever, but there are moments when you're like mid-stride and you just feel this little twinge and you go, oh shit.
Yeah.
And you're hoping that it wasn't what you think, but every time it is, because every time you slow down and stop, it like gets a little more sore and a little more sore. And in the Algeria game, about 60 minutes, my hamstring, I felt it just go ding when I was sprinting. And I was like, fuck, I'm in trouble now. But there was 0.0 chance you would have had to literally drag me off the field.
Sure.
Like literally would have had to drag. There's no way I wasn't playing. And then again, for the Ghana game, you just like whatever you need to do, get ready and go. And so I'm sure Christian's, he ran into the goalpost in 2022, and like he went to the hospital and he was playing the next. Of course, he's going to play, is assuming it's not like so bad.
Hopefully.
So let's talk about Australia. So they I was wrong about Australia. I have to say, first of all, They are a very, very good team.
Yes.
Very good team. And not the way we think of good teams now in modern soccer, but like they know who they are. They know who they aren't. They gave Turkey 72% of the ball.
Sure.
We're going to defend. We've got a couple guys here up top that can run and are fast and like dangerous on the counter. And sure enough, those guys made a few plays and we're good with it.
Yeah.
Well, you can have 30 shots, but they're not going to be great shots. And we're just going to defend our box.
Correct.
And they know exactly, and they're hard and they're tough. They're a very good team.
Yeah.
They
Look, they're going to park the proverbial bus.
Yeah.
But it's to your point. Most of those shots outside the penalty area, that's sort of a win. You know, when you're defending deep and they're saying, oh, they're peppering your goal. Well, yeah, but that's what you give up. You give up the wide areas, let them cross, put numbers in the box, and then if you want it from 20 or 30 yards, you can have
fair
shots.
enough, right?
So that's when I look at this game for the U.S., for me, it's always, and this is how I analyze when teams sit in low blocks, make unselfish runs.
Yeah.
So
well said.
So run in behind offside.
Yep.
Clear the space.
Yep.
Right. Allow the space to open up for other people. And by the way, big thing for me. They're going to give you balls in the wide area. Don't refuse a cross. Keep putting balls in, because the way goals get scored against a low block isn't from a perfect cross and a header. It's from a missed clearance. They can't get the ball out.
That's right.
Edge of the box, there's a scramble, and then the ball drops free. It's going to probably be like a scruffy, sloppy goal, but you only get that if you put the ball in the box.
That's well said, man.
Yeah.
So like watching the Turkey game against Australia, Turkey, a lot of like wanted little combinations and through the middle. Like it's not
That's
happening.
what they want.
That's not happening,
Correct.
right? And then they would get the ball wide and they'd hit these like looped in crosses to a 6'4" center back for Australia. It's just like, boom, I'll take that.
For sure.
It's like get in a little spot, smash it across the goal, let chaos ensue, put numbers in the box, the ball falls, bang, you score a goal. That's how, and you just build the pressure. And the other thing is you have to be Chris Richards, Tim Ream, Freeman, so aware of where those basically to the left wing, I'm forgetting his name, and the striker. Like you have to be aware of where they are at all times. And if you have to just end the play, bang, foul right away, you foul them and that's it. Australia don't really want to have the ball anyway. So if you foul them and give up possession, fine.
Correct.
But you got to be aware where they are at all times.
At all times, yeah.
Let's get into this trash talk stuff. So after the draw in December, CBS analyst and guy who used to play in the league, Mike Grella, referred to Australia as a layup for the U.S. It appears this has served as a rallying. I also, after the draw, I remember their coach. He had this like smugness about him, his arrogance. He was like, "Yeah, we're happy with the draw," and I was like, "Okay, fair enough." It's like pretty smug and arrogant. But we'll see what happens. But to be fair, their team's damn good, and like, so maybe he should be arrogant and confident about it. I was like, okay, fair enough. But they're kind of using all of this as like just fodder and motivation.
Well, I'm glad Mike Grell is getting stick for that, because I sort of think I have said the same thing.
I think we all did.
Yeah, and so like, all right, Mike, you take the heat. To Australia's point and the smugness about the coach, this is normal. LD, if you're at the World Cup draw, and you know this, and we can love the U.S. men's national team as much as we want. If you're at the World Cup draw and you're a smaller team like Australia, you're thinking the opportunity to get drawn against a bunch of like massive nations because of
the pot you're in.
Because of the pot you're in. The big powerhouse nation you got was the U.S.
Right.
Happy days.
Got to be happy. Yeah.
Happy days.
I know, I get that.
So yeah,
but do you say that publicly? Right? You should be like, wow, this is the toughest group. There's a group of death. It was kind of like, oh yeah, we're happy.
Sure.
I was like, okay. Well, at least he was honest.
At least he was honest. And look, I think there's some bad blood going back to the game. When was it? September, October, somewhere.
Yeah.
The friendly, it got spicy.
Oh yeah.
And I remember, I sort of remember Chris Richards coming sort of to the forefront. I remember as much as I liked him, he was defending Christian, got kicked
a few times.
Yeah, and I just remember thinking like that was like sort of Chris Richards' coming of age moment with the net. Like he stepped up. He's like, all right, look, everybody, move out of the way. I got this. You know what I'm going to say here, because you and I talked about this. I truly believe that Australia's going to come in, not only park the bus, LD, but I think they're physically going to come in and try and beat us up.
0.0 question about that.
Yeah, they're going, and it's a good tactic, right?
Yeah.
So my point in that is a couple things. Also, by the way, if Christian Pulisic is fit and he plays, the first 10 minutes of this game, everybody who's listening to this podcast, watch the first 10 minutes of the game if Christian Pulisic is playing. They've already tried to beat him up in the first game. They are going to get stuck straight into him.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the important part. Christian, and we've seen him defend himself, has got to pop up from a challenge.
I was going to say the same thing.
And then his teammates, Weston, I'm looking at Weston, Tyler, Chris Richards, they've got to be straight in. First tackle, they've got to be straight in. Get into grips with people. Start a fight.
Yep.
Basically say, like, we know your tactic was to come in and bully us.
Yep.
Here's your first opportunity to bully us. I'm going to absolutely maul you.
That's right.
So be careful. And then,
yeah,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, the other thing is, if I'm Tim Ream,
correct.
Probably just before kickoff,
Yep.
I go up to the referee and I say, here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The first time Christian touches the ball, he's going to get smashed.
Yeah.
And I better see a yellow card.
Yep.
And if I don't, when we retaliate,
Yep.
I better not see a yellow card.
Sure.
So if you want to play that game all day, we're going to beat the shit out of them, but I better not see a yellow card unless you give the guy, whoever smashes Christian, a yellow card right away. Because I'm telling you what's going to happen, and then this is what is going to actually happen. 2 minutes in, Christian's going to turn in the midfield. Someone's going to smash him. The ref's not going to give a yellow card. And if I'm Tim Ream, I go up to him, I say, did I tell you that was going to happen?
Yeah, correct.
When I smash their striker next time, I better not see a yellow card.
Sure.
Just so you know. And I want you aware of that.
It's a great point, LD. And I, you know, for people at home, this is like, these are like the sort of the chess match, right?
Absolutely.
Because what he's trying to do, what Tim Ream is trying to do, he's not trying to get every call. He's trying to get a few calls.
That's
and
right.
It's funny. I remember a small point about talking to the referee. I remember at one point in time, you were done playing. We were playing the LA Galaxy, and it was like Steven Gerrard was on the ball. They had the massive center backs. Every corner, they were getting free headers. It was impossible to stop. And they had a pick situation. And I remember saying to the referee, they're picking on every play. If you don't call it, we have no chance of defending it. They're gonna score 5 goals. And I'm telling you, it's a foul every time. It wasn't a foul every time, but the idea was just to get so if LA Galaxy have 5 corners, maybe he calls a foul on 2. That means that's 2 less that we have to defend.
That's right.
So it's you got to get in the head.
That's right. All right. So we've been, we've watched the tournament. We've been in the LA live show. We're at the games where the World Cup has this amazing power to just like weird stuff happens and it like brings the best out of humans. And we've seen it all over the nation, right? We saw the Scottish fans taking over Boston.
Boston. They drank Boston out of beer. Boston is currently
it's just hard to
Boston is dry.
Right.
The Scots drank every beer in Boston.
Right.
Well played.
We saw the video of the Norwegian rowers, Norwegian fans rowing up the escalator. What were some of the other ones? We saw trying to think. Oh, like random Kansas City, like middle of Kansas people becoming Algeria fans. You're just like, what is
we've said that.
Here?
We've said that. Pick a team and just like fall in love with
them and go whatever. It's just been so much fun. But
Flo Balogun, his jersey's off the chart. Like I don't even think you can order his jersey anymore.
Right. This is the power of the World Cup.
Amazing.
And I just love watching it. And it's pretty amazing. It's just amazing to see people come together.
Yeah.
And I said this after the game in LA. We were on the Fox set and this is not hyperbole. There were thousands and thousands of people outside in the back chanting for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right. And it's one of those things, Tim, where like they all came from different places. They probably have different political beliefs, speak different languages, believe in different things, whatever, but they were just there as Americans. And it was like just the power of the World Cup is so amazing.
Yep.
God, it was fun. All right, guys, question for you. If you're Mauricio Pochettino, any changes to the 11? If Christian is iffy, you keep him in? Do you not? Do you maybe play him later in the game in hopes that the game settles down a little bit, maybe, so he's not getting smashed? Do you not play him at all and just say, look, we'll take our chances in the third game? Let us know. You can always email us at feedback@Unfiltered Soccer. Reminder, we'll be live Saturday at 10 a.m. with a full recap of the game. You will be there.
I'll be in Seattle.
Okay. I think I'll be here.
Okay.
If you can't watch it live, don't worry. It'll be up the same day on YouTube or anywhere you get your podcasts. As always, please remember to subscribe. Lots and lots of content this month. It's going to be a long month. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will take a look around the World Cup, everything else going on right here on Unfiltered Soccer with Landon and Tim, presented by Volkswagen. As you guys know, we are all about spreading the love of this amazing game and access to this beautiful game across the U.S. We want you to get involved, to join, to play, to enjoy it. We care about you, we care about the game, and we want you involved.
This is also something Volkswagen cares deeply about. They have long been a supporter of soccer in America and have proudly been a partner of U.S. Soccer for over 7 years.
Yeah, that's right. And this summer is a massive opportunity for you all to get involved in the game, and not just by watching the matches.
LD, I think it's important that people enjoy the matches, but that they get a ball at their feet and they participate, whether that's in the street or a park. It doesn't matter. I think it's so important that they fall in love with the game.
It's the beauty of what's going to happen this summer is you're going to have the opportunity to be a part of this sport in a unique way. And we want you involved.
So consider this your call from LD and I from Volkswagen to get off the sidelines and make the most of it. Get swept up, tune in, play, or at the very least, always keep a ball in your trunk.
Follow at VW on social to see how they are getting in the game this summer, and check out the Volkswagen Tiguan. Learn more at VW.com. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them, but not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That means if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. And by the way, if that player gets substituted, it continues on and on and on. So you're still in it until the final whistle, because in matches like these, anything can happen, and now your bet can go the distance. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com to get started now.
All right, LD, let's take a trip around the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
The Stars were out on Tuesday. France beat Senegal.
It was 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, I mean, the game, man, the first half of this game, Tim, from France, I couldn't believe what I was watching, how bad they were.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Mbappe's first 6 or 7 touches were either a big, heavy touch, pass out of bounds, losing the ball, and you're like, this is one of the best players in the world. And it's just a reminder that it can happen to anybody.
At any time.
Man, and they were, I think their XG at halftime was 0.02. I think they had one like long distance shot or whatever.
Yeah.
And Senegal have a break with Nicholas Jackson. He hits the inside of the post, comes back off of Magnan, hits his foot and somehow doesn't go in the goal. He's like right in front. It goes out wide. And then later in the half, Ismail Assar has a massive chance that bounces across the box from like 7 yards out and puts it over the goal. And you're like, yikes, right? But in those games, if you don't score against France, you knew at halftime it was going to change. And they came out in the second half and they were phenomenal.
This is my thing, LD, as I watched that game. It's easy to sort of, this is my opinion of football and the best teams. Like, they set such a high standard that when they drop below that, they're going to get criticized, no doubt. Yeah. But I also always try and remind people at the end of the day, they walked away comfortable.
Yeah.
And so like, it's like great teams aren't exempt from tough moments, from bad performances or bad starts. Great teams somehow just find a way, and you're like, God, even on our best day, we couldn't beat them. And that's what happens.
And that's so frustrating. And I said they, in the first half, they were kind of like careless. I said they were bordering on arrogance at times, which maybe was a little strong, but like, it just looked like they were like, oh, we'll be fine. And in the end, guess what? They were fine.
Sure.
So maybe they just know, like, look, we can't be totally at it for 8 games through the summer all the time. And maybe it wasn't conscious. Not like they came out and said, we want to be shit. And just like what, but they just knew in the back of their mind. And then they were so good. Man, this kid, Michael Elise, seeing him in person, he is so good, man. The French team is very good, but he's different, man.
Yeah.
He is different. And you can see why Ryan Cherky can't get in the team, because when they put him behind Mbappe, like he started like wide on the right and left in the first half. When they put him right behind, he was unplayable. Yeah. He was so
I watched him sort of rise through like Crystal Palace, and then people are talking really good about him, and then he goes on to Bayern. It's just like
he just sees it all different. You can see it on the field. And Thierry Henry's talked a lot about him, and like because he coached him, how special he is, and then you see it in person, you're like, oh yeah, he's special. He's really
different.
Okay, so Mbappe, of course, gets all the plaudits as he should. So he scores the 2 goals, and then we moved on to the Erling Haaland debut, right, for Norway. And he was kind of given 1 goal, but then scored another. So I think we all were expecting to see this, especially against Iraq, but off to a great start.
Well, my big question, that wasn't a question mark, because the guy scores goals for fun, whether that's for City or Norway or whatever. But this is the biggest stage.
Yeah.
It's not friendlies, it's not qualifying. And not that I had any doubt that he'd be afraid of the big stage, but I wanted to see it play out. And I'm sort of thinking, like, depending on how far they go, like, do they get to the round of 32? Yeah, probably. Do they get to the round of 16 and beyond? Like, if that happens, and I think he's in contention for the Golden Boot.
You do,
just because of how accurate he is and the way that he takes his goals. Yeah, I think so.
Andrew told us this earlier. I could not believe it. You know how many goals I scored for the U.S.? 57.
Yeah.
And it took me like 16 years.
Yeah.
I retired at 32. He's 25. He now has 57 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, if he
crazy.
Continues, you could see him. I don't know if he'll break the all-time record. Is that Cristiano? But like, he's going to have 100+ goals easily. In his sleep.
Yeah,
God, he's amazing. There was, of course, one other star on display yesterday. Guy you may have heard of, but we'll get into him in a few minutes. So not only the star players, but also the underdogs. Like we talked about this in the beginning of the tournament. You don't like the 48 team format as much. I love it. I was humbled after Germany beat Curacao 7-1. I was hoping you wouldn't text me, because I'm like, shit, this is going to be so bad. But I was redeemed.
Redemption.
By Cape Verde, who drew Spain. Certainly the result of the tournament, the upset of the tournament so far. Thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are, I need to eat a bit of humble pie, because not only did Cape Verde draw, they drew the team that I think is going to win the World Cup.
Yeah,
and it's a tiny nation, footballing nation, and my hat goes off to them because which I believe, like, there's another side to this where I think, do I believe, and I'm not, again, you talk about hyperbole, this isn't hyperbole. Do I believe in Cape Verde that this result, the Spain 0, Cape Verde 0, will there be a statue? I think this will live in the lore of this country
of course it will.
for forever.
Forever.
So that's amazing. Their goalkeeper, this is the other part, 40 years old.
Oh, he's 40? I didn't realize that.
Bosinia is 40 years old.
Wow.
Kept a clean sheet. And I think he had 7 saves. It was incredible to watch. You know, I'm watching this performance, and I see this with goalkeepers who are having a day where things are comfortable. Is he stretched at times? Sure. But things are like, he's absorbing shots, are coming towards him. He's in the right spot. He had a brilliant performance. And I just think, like, I had a few games for Memphis 901 FC at 40 years old. It's horrific to think about, but like, playing in a World Cup at that age, it's incredible. Well done to him, and well done to Cape Verde.
By the way, he had 7 saves. Didn't you have 16 in the
16. So
I mean,
so double that plus 2, lad.
I mean, that's wild to think, because like the pressure he was under.
It's amazing.
And then I go back and think, well, in context, like, you had 16 against, but that's pretty wild. So
fair.
I think he went from like 50,000 followers on Instagram to over 8 million.
As he should.
He's become a massive star,
as he
like,
should.
worldwide.
That's incredible.
And look, in fairness, they could get blown out 4 or 5-0 in their next 2 games. I don't
probably, because they've been on the lash for 0-0 against Spain. That's their World Cup.
That is literally a World Cup. And by the way, I was in Houston.
Yeah.
And Curacao lost 7-1. But when they scored to make it 1-1, I have goosebumps,
like,
dude. I was grabbing Ian Dark next to me, and I'm like, can you believe this, dude? I mean, their fans were going crazy. That's amazing. Dude. I love that about the world. Spain are going to be fine, by the way. Yeah. I'm not worried about, they're going to be fine. It's just like, the France first half. Switzerland drew Qatar. I mean, Argentina for a while was in a dogfight last night. It's going to happen. Yeah. This is part of it. And the soccer world's just smaller and smaller. Teams are better and better. It's just harder to score. It's hard to break down.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, Anything else from any other takeaways from this early days?
No, it's an exciting tournament. You know, it again. I don't love the expanded format, but there's still some exciting games. And by the way, if we thought the opening game or games were exciting,
Yeah,
they're
that's
about
a good point.
You know, after the you start to get after this game, which we just talked about in the last segment. You're now going to get real life scenarios. You're going to be like, oh,
that's right.
This team has to do this in order to do that, and
that's right.
It's going to get even more exciting.
So my takeaway from all that is I was curious how the teams were going to approach the first game, and I think a lot of teams approached it in a way of don't lose.
Right.
If we have to take a point, when we saw 4 ties 2 days ago, like every game was a tie.
Sure.
If we tie the game, it's fine. We're not. But if you lose, you're not only losing, you're giving the other team 3 points.
They're in trouble. Yeah.
Right. And so I've seen a lot of teams very tentative and sort of like, okay, we're okay to. Even Spain was probably like, we're trying to score whatever. Don't concede a goal. Don't lose somehow. That all changes now. Yeah. Right. Because now you're in the second game, and now it's real life scenario where like now if you lose, you're out of the tournament.
You're out of the tournament.
Or now if you tie the game, you're in trouble. Yeah. So now we're going to see the tournament start to kick on, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Messi mania was insane last night in Kansas City. Those Argentinian fans were so fun to watch. We will talk about that and much more right here on Unfiltered Soccer with Landon and Tim, as always, presented by Volkswagen.
This episode is brought to you by Airbnb. LD, I'm reminded of a time in 2014 at the FIFA World Cup in Brazil. We flew into Sao Paulo, our base camp, and after traveling the world for 2 or 3 decades, I didn't realize how big Sao Paulo was. I was shocked at the size of it until someone reminded me it was like one of the biggest cities in the world. And the really cool part was our team hotel and our family hotel was like a block away. And in between that, when I would go to and from seeing my kids, there were restaurants and cafes on our street. And I just remember sort of being mesmerized as a player who is sometimes isolated from this, that there were fans just pouring out of a small cafe just to look at one TV to watch a game.
So cool.
And how vibrant they were, just connecting with them and saying hello and asking what the score was. It really, really left a mark on me.
Yeah, Tim, that's the amazing thing about the FIFA World Cup is the memories you create. It's way more than what happens just during the match. It's about the people, the places you experience, and the moments that'll stay with you for a lifetime. With Airbnb, you can book a stay that helps you experience a place more like a local, creating space to connect, explore, and share unforgettable moments along the way. Airbnb, the world is meant to meet.
LD, Anthony Robinson's goal against Germany, that sweetly struck volley, perfect technique from outside the box, just on the edge. It was a moment that I will remember for a long time. It's also a moment to celebrate for a long time. I saw loads of people with Coors Light celebrating, jumping up and down with their friends. Like, those are the moments that I savor.
It's one of those moments where maybe you don't even drink the beer. Just kind of it's one of those where it hit and everyone jumped up and beer goes flying and everything. It was so special to be there. I can't remember, Tim, honestly, a goal that I've seen live in person more powerful than that. It was phenomenal.
Powerful and perfect. What a moment. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/UFS, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. Coors Light, more goals, more celebrations.
Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
For the cold moment of the week, sponsored by Coors Light. More goals, more celebrations. Go to CoorsLight.com/UFS. All right. This is an easy one for me. I mean, who do you think had the cold moment of the week?
Well, all day yesterday, I was like, oh, I think Mbappé is going to get the cold moment. Oh, I think Erling Haaland's going to. And Messi said, hold my beer, guys. Hold my Coors Light. I'm just going to bag a hat trick. Oh, we're going to go ahead and win 3-0. Oh, by the way, I'm going to become the joint leading goal scorer all time in the World Cup. So now, presumably, maybe in the next match, he's going to break the record. He just said, I'm still the man, right? Like all these stars and Cristiano's now today. He was thinking Cristiano's tomorrow, all that. Harry Kane tomorrow. I'm the man, dude. I'm the man. And he became the oldest player in World Cup history to score a hat trick. Just add to all his accomplishments already at 38 years, and he's almost 39. He'll turn 39 during this tournament in a week. He now ties Miroslav Klose for the most goals with 16 in the World Cup history. Has now scored 10 World Cup goals after turning 35. What?
I mean,
he scored 10 World Cup goals after his 35th birthday.
I mean, I think at some point here, given my status in the game, and I'm supposed to like say something. What can you say? Like this, this guy is programmed so differently. Just even like being able to physically do that.
Exactly.
It's
Tim,
incredible.
there was a time, I remember someone, I don't know if it was in like 2018 or something. I remember one of my friends sent me this like graphic online, and it was like, Cristiano has 4 goals in the World Cup and Messi has 4 goals and you have 5. And I was like, and now like a few years later, he's got 16.
That's amazing.
That's so stupid, man.
Wow.
And Cristiano too has how many? A couple other things on this. Should he have been sent off? If you haven't seen the video, there's a pretty nasty tackle. Is there a scenario where he would ever get sent off?
Well, I saw the play. And he sort of like the ball sort of runs away from him, and the defender Mandi cuts across his path, and Messi's left stud ends up pretty high on his calf.
Yeah,
and I thought to myself, "There's a phone ringing right now in the VAR booth, and it's a FIFA official, and it's just the eye, the eye emojis.
Yeah,
don't you dare even review this.
Don't even think about it.
Keep him on the pitch. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that happens, but I'm just, it looked a bit funky is all I'm saying.
Didn't even look at it. I mean, I think he would have to.
He'd have
to punch someone in the face to get sent off.
Even then, you might think, he didn't quite connect.
It wasn't intentional.
It wasn't intentional. The guy was asking for it.
Last bit on this. So Luka Zidane, who's Zinedine Zidane's son, is the goalkeeper.
Yeah, one great
for the Algeria national. Yeah, he was not great, to be honest.
No.
I was like, Zidane was in the stadium and you just wanted him to do well, but then I guess if you're going to give up 3 goals, doing it to Messi is not the worst.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose that's right.
All right, guys, it is stoppage time, sponsored by FanDuel. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That means if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. If that substitute were to leave the match, it continues on and on. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and place your bets today. All right, U.S. and Australia, of course. What other game am I going to do? I am a little nervous now after the Aussies dispatched Turkey, but I still believe in our group. And this is not with my heart. This is with my head. I think we are the better team. I do still think we win. There will be goals in this game. This U.S. group has proven that they still can't keep a clean sheet. I think Australia, with the way they counter, how they are on set pieces, they will score. But I think we're going to score a couple goals. I think we're going to have so much of the ball, so many chances. We have players in really, really good form. So I do think both teams score, and I think we score a few goals in this game. That means we'll go over the 2.5 goals. Christian, if healthy, he's going to play, and it feels like he's primed for a big moment. Seattle, the crowd's going to be phenomenal, and he is going to be up for it. So assuming he's healthy and good, I believe he scores too. So Unfiltered Soccer's World Cup same game parlay this week. USA win. They will go over the 2.5 goals. Both teams will score, and Christian Pulisic will score. Don't forget to check out the full list of Unfiltered Soccer's same game parlays on our socials later this week. All right, break time. When we come back, we have your questions, not JR, your questions. And we want to hear from you in the AT&T Fan Connection right here on Unfiltered Soccer with Landon and Tim, presented by Volkswagen.
LD, I feel like the best soccer watch parties are never just about the match.
No, definitely not. It's the people, the food, the atmosphere, the backyard setup, the last-minute run for more snacks. That's what makes it.
Exactly. And for big soccer moments this summer, Walmart makes hosting feel like a breeze.
You can grab everything you need, from snacks and drinks to party essentials, with the express delivery as fast as an hour. You don't even have to leave your house. You won't miss kickoff.
So whether the crew's in the living room, the backyard, or the parking lot before kickoff,
Walmart helps you pull off an amazing watch party.
Who knew?
Timmy, as you know, in soccer and in life, there are those moments where everything comes down to connection.
It's that call to your family right after a big win, the text before kickoff when the nerves hit, or watching the match from halfway across the world, feeling like you're right there in the stadium. Those are the moments that matter most.
And when the connection matters, it has to be AT&T, because it's not just about having service. It's about showing up when it counts. Whether you're watching the game at home or on the move, AT&T helps keep you connected to what matters most.
Yeah, because soccer isn't just about 90 minutes on the pitch. It's about the highs you celebrate, the losses you ride out, and every message, call, and shared reaction along the way.
So wherever the game takes you, make sure you've got a network you can rely on. Visit att.com/y-ATT to learn more. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
It's time for the Fan Connection presented by AT&T. Every week we invite you, the listener, to connect with us by submitting your questions. At AT&T, connecting changes everything. And on USMNT, our connections with you will help grow the game. LD, the AT&T Fan Connection. Okay, I'm sort of excited that it's we love JR, but
We love you, Joe.
But today it's the fans. The fans are going to give us some of their questions, so we're super excited to hear them.
Hopefully the smoke.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, Landon and Tim, in your prime, who had the best hair? Let the people know. Go USA!
From the live show.
Yeah.
In our prime. I didn't have any
I
hair.
actually don't ever remember you having
It was
hair.
always buzzed.
Oh, her hair was amazing.
Her hair was amazing. Your hair, I think
Did you ever have like proper hair?
a long time ago.
Like what did it, I don't even know what it looked like.
I don't know. I've always, literally always kept like a really clean, low cut.
Like a buzz?
Like a buzz. Yeah. I had
Even when you were like 10, 12.
It was a thing.
You never had long
I
hair.
had like a little cool part like Nas has, like the little half moon. You don't know what that is, do you?
No idea.
Okay.
But you never had long hair or anything? Like nothing.
Nah, not really.
Can we get pictures, JR?
There's once upon a time I had like
I want to
a
get
poofy
pictures
afro.
of you as a kid.
I'll show you.
So the answer is me.
Look at my book. I have great pictures of when I was a kid.
Oh,
I had a lot of hair.
yeah.
Anyway, answer's you. You always
Answer's
had better
me,
hair.
Yeah.
'Cause
And I
didn't have any
still have better hair. Good question. All right, what do we got next? Who is the true dark horse after seeing some crazy results? That's a really good question from Art. What do you think? That's a really good question.
Well, dark horse is sort of what? Like, is it a team that gets far or a team that wins?
I think people say it as a dark horse favorite to win. So
Oh,
yeah, that's a good distinction.
I think so because I think about like some of the. I mean, like for me, Portugal. I'm sticking with that for now.
Yeah,
They're sort of my dark horse because
we haven't seen them yet. We'll see them today, but like, yeah, I mean, I guess
they have one of the best. I've said this to you. They have one of the best rosters talent wise. I don't know if they have the best team.
Yeah,
but like top to bottom.
I think we have to check ourselves a little because everyone gets carried away in these first games, and like so much is going to change.
Of course.
I mean, honestly, I'm not saying this because I'm American, but like the U.S. team through all the first games, you're like, they kind of look close to the best.
Yeah. I know.
If you were just objectively watching,
yeah, I know what you mean.
people around the world people are telling me all the time. People I know, they're like, damn, they're good.
Yeah.
You hear like Thierry and Zlatan talk about, they're like, damn, they are good.
Yeah.
Now, good. It's one game, Paraguay, all that.
Sure.
But I don't know. Maybe the U.S. are.
Maybe.
Good question. All right. There's been a lot of chatter about Ronaldo holding Portugal back. Interesting. This is from JJ with the Porsche. Oh, he's got a Porsche. Midlife crisis. Should Portugal move on from him, or will he lead them far into the tournament? That's a great question. What's your take on all that?
So I think Roberto Martinez, the manager, who I've often talked about, I've played for, I really admire. When I say he's no dummy, he's a brilliant manager. He's a brilliant manager. Tactically, he knows how to get the best out of players from a tactical standpoint, but also when he's trying to manage these players. Like when he left Belgium and took the job, he didn't walk into this thing. He knew, yeah. and probably half of the things he thinks about daily is how is he going to manage Cristiano Ronaldo? You can't be the manager of Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo or Mbappé or Haaland and not think, how am I going to manage this guy?
Right.
So I don't know if he's holding them back. It's a really interesting sort of dilemma because I think he either does have to play or he has to be in a place where he's fine being a sub and the manager goes, look, we are going to play you in every game, but it might be after the 60th minute or it might be after halftime. And if he starts them, is he holding them back? It's sort of, that's an easy narrative for me. I don't necessarily think that he is. Like if they play another winger, are they better? I couldn't make that argument.
Let me ask you this. You played with him.
Yes.
If Roberto Martinez before the tournament said, we're going to play you 30 to 45 minutes in every game in the second half, would he accept it? Like, would he, I mean, of course, in the end, it's Roberto Martinez's decision, but would he like genuinely in his heart say, you know what, that will help us. I can do that. If that's what he believed.
I think Cristiano believes him being on the field makes them far better
For
than
sure,
him being
he
off.
believes that.
So if you're asking me, is there an acceptance of a role? He's here at the World Cup. So those conversations have been had between Roberto Martinez and Cristiano Ronaldo. What those conversations are, I don't know. Either way, he's here and he's happy to be here. So whatever that role looks like. Now I don't believe, to your exact question, I don't believe he's looking at this and going, yeah, the team's better off without me, and I'm going to be a super sub. He believes he's the best ever in the world.
And that's why he's been so, I mean,
correct.
By the way, he was watching last night, watching Messi do his thing, and he's like, let me grab this spotlight back.
For sure.
For sure he is, right? Like,
definitely.
Yeah, okay, good question. Do you try, this is from, God, my eyesight's bad. Is that Bobo?
Bobo.
Is he drinking a beer in that picture?
Bobo 2U7.
Okay. Do you try to play Gio and Tillman somehow to break down the Aussie low block? Oh, good question. Hard to take Weston or Adams out, but maybe throw Gio on the left if Christian is not 100%. Huh.
Bobo, I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I don't either.
There could be changes. I think you could, the putting Gio in the game gives you that like football, that neat and tidy football in pockets.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say to that is not from the beginning. Here's why. Not because I don't think Gio can start. I do think Gio can start. You made a point before that Turkey was trying to play intricate little passes in pockets. And in a deep lying block, Australia is actually going, yes, please play into our numbers.
Yeah.
This isn't a game. When we talk about breaking down a low block, this is why it's a great question. This isn't, you don't go through low blocks. You don't penetrate through. You go around.
Mm-hmm.
And so do I think that can happen later in the game? That's actually when you break down low blocks, when they're just defending for their lives and they're tired and they're lunging. And but from the off, I don't think that's how you break this down.
So I would say this, the one thing with Gio playing in this game is he's also good in the air in the box.
Yeah.
Like he's shown that he can get into the box, arrive in the box, and score in the box with his head. So it's an interesting idea. I think the way Bobo's saying it, I would disagree with, but would it make sense for Gio to play? I'm not taking Weston or Tyler off the field, first of all. I just want to make that clear. If Christian's not 100%, do you play Gio maybe closer to Flo and find a way to like whatever that looks like? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But not in the hopes that he's going to be able to break down. He can provide moments. He can go at people, run at people, put people under pressure. And I think that's a good way to use him.
Yeah.
But potentially. I would guess that you think if Christian doesn't play, you think Gio's first in?
Oh, maybe.
I think who else? I mean,
maybe. Yeah. Tim, is it?
Could be Weah.
Could be Weah.
Dest somewhere. Like, could be. But it probably feels like Gio.
Sort of feels like Gio, because then that would be if Tim Weah popped up on the right, then Dest, who's now right wing, we have to go left. I don't know if that works. It could be Gio.
Interesting. Okay, good question. All right. Dang, that flew by.
Right? Crazy.
Jesus, I feel like we just started. Maybe we should quit messing around when we tape it and just do it live all the time. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. Such an exciting week ahead. You're going to Seattle tonight?
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to Seattle tonight. I will be here watching the game and then calling a game. I think Brazil, Haiti, from here in New York, and I cannot wait. God, I'm so jealous that you get to go, man. Thank you guys, as always, for coming along the ride with us. It's going to be an amazing month. Remember to subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts. Follow the show across all our social media, Unfiltered Soccer, for all the bonus content, lots of it. Dan is bugging us every day for bonus content, but I know you guys love it, and we love it too. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, VW, our Fan Connection sponsor, AT&T, and of course, our stoppage time sponsor, FanDuel.
Yeah, I will be in Seattle, LD. So any U.S. fans out there, you see me, show me love. Let's enjoy the game. Let's
buy him a drink. He loves when you buy him a drink.
No, not necessarily.
Dap him up.
Yeah, dap me up. Oh, you can buy me a drink.
Oh, you don't like a drink?
No, you can buy me a drink. But yeah, let's just carry this team. They are performing, and
you guys are all helping. Honestly, you guys are pushing them.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. So thank you also to our Unfiltered Refresh sponsor, Light, and our additional sponsors, Airbnb and Walmart. Have an amazing week. We'll be back live this Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern with another edition of Unfiltered Soccer.
Let's go USA. Let's go.